Hello kids, welcome back to the EVS class. So are you ready for the next chapter, means of communication? So let's revise. Write your address on this postcard. Here is postcard given and you have to write down your address. And part B, make your names book. Here, cut out headlines from the newspaper for a week and paste it here. So let's begin. Communication means sending and receiving messages, ideas, thoughts, information, etc. The things which help us to communicate are known as the means of communication. In our everyday lives, we communicate with so many people. Let's see the fascinating fact here. In earlier times, messages were sent by using pigeons. Men were also sent from place to place to deliver messages. Now, let's move on to the postal communication. Postal communication is carried out with the help of letters, postcards, envelopes, and inland letters. It is one of the cheapest method of communication. Postal communication takes place through a post office. So, have you ever visited a post office? Good. Next is writing a letter. So, students, first of all, we write a letter. We put it into an envelope and seal the envelope. Then, we write the address of the person we are sending that letter to clearly on the envelope. After that, we also write the PIN, postal index number code on the envelope. The PIN code is fixed for each city or area. It helps the letter to reach at the correct address. Next step is we write our name and address on the back of the envelope. And lastly, we fix a stamp of appropriate value on the envelope. Here in this picture, you can see envelope with address and stamp. The stamps can be purchased from a post office. Now, here is an activity. Make a collage with different stamps here. Now, let's discuss the journey of a letter. We put our letter in the post box or a letter box. The postman collects letters from the post box every day. Usually, there is a fixed time for this purpose. The postman takes these letters to the main post office. In the post office, the letters are sorted according to different states and cities. The letters are then put in different bags and sent to various places by train or by air. A postal van takes these letters to the post office of that city. The letters are again sorted based on the area. The postman of that city delivers the letter to the correct address. If we want to send letters to people living abroad, aerograms can also be used. If we want to send our letters quickly, speed post and courier services can be used. Here you can see the picture of postman doing his job. Now, let's move on to telephone. Telephone is the fastest means of communication. We can talk to any person in any part of our country or world by just dialing his number. Earlier, we only had telephones with wires. Nowadays, we can also have mobile phones. They do not have any wire and can be carried anywhere. Mobiles are also used to send and receive messages. Here is picture of telephone and mobile phone. Now next is computer. A computer is a modern means of communication. It uses a worldwide network of computers called internet. We can search any information on the computer by using internet. We can also send text messages, pictures and documents through email with the help of a computer. Here is a picture of computer. Now next is means of mass communication. If we want to send information to a large number of people simultaneously, we use means of mass communication. They include newspaper, radio, television, books and magazines. Television is another means of mass communication. We can see entertaining programs, movies, news and various other programs on the television. There are many channels on the television where we can watch cookery shows, general knowledge programs, etc. Here is a picture of a television. Students, a radio broadcasts news, songs, weather reports and other programs. It can also be used to announce an important information to a large number of people in a very short time. Here is a radio. Now next is newspapers are published in every part of our country. They are published in different languages. Newspapers carry information about various happenings in India and abroad. They also carry information about jobs, weather, money market and entertainment. Now, let's move on to the communicating without speaking. We share our ideas, thoughts and feelings with our friends by talking to them and listening to them. People who cannot hear or speak communicate by a special language called sign language. It involves movement by hands, facial expressions and lip reading. Even some dance forms use various facial expressions and hand movements called mudras to express various feelings like anger, joy, sadness, etc. Thus, communication is very important. We learn a lot of things by communicating with others. Here you can see a lady communicating by the help of mudras. Now, fascinating fact, animals also communicate with each other by making special sounds. And here we completed this chapter. We will meet in next class. Bye-bye.